Hello everyone, welcome to the Master's Table. Glad you joined us today. We've got some a really good dish. I think I say that every time, but
every week.
It wouldn't be good if I said it wasn't a good dish.
That's right. Don't say it's not a good dish.
So thank you for joining us, and you can tell them what we're going to do.
You can tell them. I get tongue-tied every time I say it.
You're the cook.
We're doing a Cajun chicken Alfredo soup. Say that 10 times.
Cajun chicken Alfredo soup.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today. If you love Alfredo, if you like chicken, if you like chicken Alfredo, you're gonna love this one. You wanna.
Yep.
I'm a soup lover. I love different soups, and I can eat them any time of the year. And to me, it's never a wrong time to do soup. People want to do it when it's cold. Some people want to do it, here and there. But I want soup all the time. So today, that's what we're gonna work on. So. It's pretty simple ingredients. I say this all the time. It's probably going to be most of this stuff. I'm not going to say everything you'll have in your cabinet, but most of this stuff you're probably going to already have if you cook a little bit. So it's just chicken. We got a little bit of andouille sausage. We got some seasoning. We got flour, milk, heavy cream. Just the regular old stuff. We're going to throw this together. This one's a good one to go into rotation because this one's going to come together real quick. So don't go nowhere. Get you a pen and paper or reach out to me at frankie393@gmail.com. I'll get this recipe in your hand because you're going to want this one. So we got some water boiling. We're going to go ahead and drop that, and we'll see you in just a minute right here on the Master's Table.
Just boom. All right, welcome back. We're going to get this thing started. This really is going to, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Tina,
yeah. I'm just saying, I don't say that about everything. Be a good one. But
I went ahead and started prepping this sausage a little bit. I didn't want to bore you too much with that. Didn't want to waste no time. But this one, you can get in the kitchen and get this. You can get in the kitchen and get out and have this done in 30 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer, on your prep time. Turn that up just a little bit, Tina. And then as soon as you hear it sizzle, turn it back down to a medium heat. You can get out of the kitchen pretty quick with this one. I will say this about this. This is andouille, if you say it correctly, but most people in this area where we live, they call it andouille sausage. But you can substitute this for beef or chicken or turkey, or don't even put it in there at all if you don't want to. I mean, it's totally optional. So I was just going to start putting some in and see if I was going to use this whole pound or not. And I think, yeah. And I cut this, but this is spicy, though. This is going to be a little spicy, so I don't know if you want that much spice in there or not. This is going to, it won't take, we just want to brown this a little bit, get a little color on it. This is going to be our base, really, for what we're going to do with this chicken next. I'm going to go ahead and, like I say, prep a little bit of this and drop it in. I think I'll cut this one, and we may stop right there. I think we'll stop right there, Miss Cleveland. I'll go ahead and drop this in. So, like I say, we just want to get a good sear on it and get it going because we are making a soup, and so it'll continue to cook, even after we take it out and put it in something. I don't know. Do you want all of this or no?
I mean, you only got that left. Right. I will go ahead.
I mean, I would have to eat it if I didn't. So okay. I'll just cutting it down. Totally optional. Sometimes I cut it on these angles and stuff. Today, I'm just giving it just a chop, just so it's not big pieces because we're gonna cut up the chicken also once we get it done. So y'all just hang with us and see what I just want to. If you try this, reach out to me and let me know. Let me know if you tried it and how it turned out for you. And it's as easy as I said it is. And I think you will agree that this is a very easy recipe. So Tina, while you got that continue to cook, we're gonna watch this. You may want to turn that down just a hair, cause it's got that real fast power boil on it. I'll go ahead and start prepping this chicken also while you got that sausage. And like I say, all we want to do is brown that. Just cook it just a little bit, and we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna reach over here and get a pan. We'll have something to put it in when you get that done because we want this to render down some fat. We want to get some flavor started in here. And we're going to put the chicken in right after we get this out.
You could about burn it as far as I care.
Yeah, but we're making a soup.
I know.
We're making a soup. Now, I had rinsed these off earlier, right before we got started.
Always rinse your chicken.
Yeah, I always rinse it off, and I was going to clean it up. But what I was going to show you is that I got these 2 big chicken breasts, and I'm going to see what we wind up. You can kind of butterfly these, cut them in half, whatever you want to call it, just so they're not so thick. We want these to cook, and then again, it's kind of optional how you do this. You could sear these in the pan after that, and then you could finish them off in the oven if you wanted to. But I think today, just for time's sake, we'll go ahead and just cook them right here in the pan. So just kind of keep that. No, after we take that out, just keep that moving, because I don't want it to really get like. Yeah, it's okay. You can leave it right there on that. Yeah, about a medium. Because if this gets hot too fast, what it's going to do is it's going to sear, and it's going to sear on the outside, and it's going to lock it out, and it's not going to release as much of the oil, the grease, or whatever you want to call it on the inside. Because that's what we want to get out of it right now is flavor. So, I'm going to go ahead, and what I've done also, let me say this, because this was a chicken breast, and I'll go ahead and cut this one.
They were big, weren't they?
Yeah, these were real big breasts. Let me move this, because I'm going to say something about that in just a second. Like I say, I'm just trying to fillet these, cut it in half, butterfly, whatever, like I say, whatever you want to call it. We just don't want it to be so thick that it takes a little bit to cook. So I'm going to cut that little bit of piece out of the middle. So like I said, I didn't prep these ahead of time. I want you to just kind of see the process. Y'all are better with the knives and your skills with that than I am. Now, what I did do was, let me set this over here. I got one, keep that stirred until you cut it down just a little bit. I've also got one chicken thigh, and I'm going to clean it up just a little bit, but I don't want to cut all of that off because we want it to release some of this flavor too. We're going to go ahead and get this seasoned up and get ready as soon as we dump that out to get it in the pot. So that looks, cut that down just a little bit, and we'll leave those little pieces. Yeah, just keep that moving just a little bit. We got just a couple more minutes on that pasta. I was going to set a timer on my phone, but it keeps going to sleep. So we got about 5 more minutes on that, and we'll check that pasta. Use some kind of small pot. You don't want no big pasta. I mean, you can use whatever you have. I mean, you could break down any kind of noodles if you wanted to, but this is just some of that little, I call it the pigtail pasta. What was the name? I set the box somewhere. I was going to tell you. But any kind of, here, there it is, Tina. See what it says on that box, what we're using today. That and by the garlic right there. See what it says. Yeah, what does it say on the front, right at the top?
Celentani?
Okay, yeah, it's just I call it the pigtail.
I don't know.
It's just curly. A pigtail. Yeah, you can use some of the short, you can use the elbows like you make mac and cheese with. Really, you can use whatever you want to. It's no wrong in this.
So you can't use like the long noodles?
Well, I mean, if you broke them, you would want to break them because you don't want them, too big.
You don't want it to look like spaghetti noodles.
We don't want spaghetti soup. Not today. We might make some spaghetti soup. You can't ever tell about you, Miss Cleveland.
No, I ain't gonna make it. I promise you.
Turn that up. We need to get that done. So
turn it up. Turn it down.
Turn it on up some more. There you go. We want to get it done before we have to go to. We want to have it boiling. We want to have this soup put together before we go to break. But like I say, this chicken, you can cut it down as small as you want to, and of course, the smaller the portions, and I'll go ahead and show you. If for time's sake, you can cut these down smaller. You can cut them a little bit smaller, and then go ahead and cook this. But it's gonna the time will certainly vary. So you want to cook it to about 165. And most people that cook chicken, you can cut in it and tell when it's done, but you want to at least get it 165. Sometimes I let mine go a little bit more because I don't mess around, don't play no games with chicken. So we want to make sure it's done. I don't want it crowing at me, right? All right, Miss C.
I think that's
what I'm going to do, go ahead and I'm going to take this off so I can give you one of these pans right here. Go ahead and get you a slotted spoon and go ahead and take that out. And I'm going to go ahead and season this chicken. We're going to get it ready to go in there. Like I say, it's not going to take this long, and I'm going to put it in the pan and see how much it'll hold. We're going to go ahead and start with some all-purpose, and if you don't have a regular all-purpose like what we use, you can get any kind of all-purpose. There are many different kinds at the grocery store. You can, if you want some of try ours, just reach out to me. We'll get you some of ours. But it's just salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of onion, just some different, everything that you got that you use anyway is really what we're using in this all-purpose. And then we're going to put, this is Cajun, so we're going to put some, we're going to give it some Creole. And I know if my mama's watching, she's going to say I'm over-seasoning, but A lot of this is gonna cook off, so let me flip these. And Tina, you just get it ready. Go ahead and pour you a little bit of that, a couple of tablespoons of that in there. So, and I might be sneezing in a minute, because you know what they say. If you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. So we're gonna put enough on here just to, like I said, a lot of this is gonna cut off. This is, you know, like I say, we're building flavor. There's lots of flavor is what we're trying to do. So we just gonna pat them in a little bit. And here you go, Miss C. These will cook pretty fast. These will cool your pan off a little bit. And like I said, we may not need all this. We're gonna look at it as this is one of those recipes that we're gonna see where we at when we get there. We'll put in as much or as little as you want to. Just like to make sure those have good surface contact in there. Let's see. We leave that little piece in there. No chicken left behind, right? Cut that up just a touch, Miss Cleveland. And I'm gonna go ahead and be working on some more stuff. I'm gonna set this over here for now. Take this glove off. Instead of washing that board, I'm gonna go ahead and bring another cutting board over, because we want to start prepping some of these vegetables. Get some of this ready.
Good Lord.
What?
That's seasoned.
Well, it's got a lot of. I think I put some more gloves in here.
Got sinus trouble, just cook this, leave it over the pan.
Well, like I say, a lot of it's gonna cook, you know, cook out of it, off of it. You know, it's gonna just a little bit. We just want to make sure we get it done before
we get a fork out of there.
A fork?
Yeah, right there.
Just let them be for right now, and then we'll give them a. No, don't start singing. Let it be, Miss Cleveland. Let me go ahead and prep you up just a little bit. Now, I want these kind of small. So generally, when I'm not the fastest chopper in the world. I don't try to be, because I don't care about cutting my finger. But what I like to do is when I slice these down this way, is I like to hold it on the very top, and I like to cut into it. Just like if you was wanting some small onions for your hot dog, you would cut them this way and then slice them, and it makes them a little bit smaller. This, you know, it don't really matter. If you don't want them that small, you can cut it up as big in chunks as you want to. But for this, what we're doing today, I want some small pieces in there so it'll kind of render down.
Should I turn it down?
Let me see, Tina. Let me look at my phone back here. Let's give it just a couple of minutes. Just a couple of minutes. Cut this down right here just a little bit. This will probably be about enough, because the recipe calls for a small, small onion. I think it calls for one small onion, so we'll call that. That's probably, I think that'll be.
That was a pretty big onion.
Yeah, that was a real big onion. We'll save that. We'll use it. So while you got the chicken going, we're gonna cut some of this garlic. You know what that's still? I told you.
I was gonna say, actually, it's got me going.
It's yeah, I can smell a little bit over here.
It smells good, but it's strong.
Yeah, well, that garlic, not garlic, that Cajun seasoning, it'll get your attention real quick if you're really using it. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep some of this garlic, and this is I'm gonna put a good bit. These are small cloves. Then again, it's hard to say, use 2 or 3 or 4, because I don't know what you may have or what you may use. What size of a clove? A whole head of garlic. So, you want to cut up a good bit, and then I will say this: there's an option. If you don't want to waste the time with the peeling the garlic and fooling with it, you can always use some. I have some fresh garlic. We got garlic too, which is already prepared, but it's just something about when it's fresh like this. It just gives off that aroma. Huh?
Flip.
Give it just a couple more minutes. We'll see if it's released here in just a minute. Let's see. Let me see your fork. I'll take that off in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, we can go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and turn them. It's okay. It's about where we want to get them, and then we let them cook just a little bit more. So I think our pastas should be. I'll find out here for you, Miss Cleveland.
Yeah, I think it's had time.
Yeah, that's about what. Let's see. Let me get a piece out. You know, it said 10 minutes al dente. You know, that's a little bit. If you want it a little bit softer, you can let it go a couple more minutes. Let's see what we got right here, Miss Cleveland. Yeah, that's I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna give it just a couple more minutes. There's still a little bit. I always like to taste it. Ain't nothing like tasting it, you know. You notice I put it over here because if I'd put it where you could get it, it'd be gone already. So, but as that chicken's cooking, like I say, we got the sausage. This front end right here, it takes just a few minutes to prep this, but the cooking this is not going to take long. Just let them sit.
No, that one wasn't even cooked.
Huh?
That one wasn't right.
Yeah, it'll get right. I know you'll get it right, won't you? Let's see.
Yep.
I know you will. Well, like I say, this is.
Turn that fan on up there.
Sending up some smoke signals. But now you got me about to sneeze.
I told you.
See, I don't know why you put so much garlic in there. Like I say, you can use, if you don't want to cut up that garlic, this garlic's fine to use. We might spoon just a little bit of that in there. I mean, it's fine. It's fine either way you want to do it.
It looks good.
But see, this chicken, you know, and you could pop this right on in the oven if you wanted to. You could pop this in and then, you know, you'd be ready to move on.
Turn that down?
Yeah, you can go ahead and cut that off if you want to. Go ahead and cut it off. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and drain it down, and we'll be ready to use this pot here in a minute. I'll drain this water off of this. I just see the drainer, this drain there. It is. We'll drain that right off right here. You know, for many years, Tina, when I'd cook spaghetti noodles or cook something, I'd always put this in the sink and dump the pot into it and then dump it back in there. I seen a good while back, you put your strainer on the top and just dump it. Then everything stays in the pot.
That could have been the tip of the day.
Yeah, I mean, that is a tip. That's your first tip of the day. That's the first tip. That is the first tip. And I can give you another one if you need one, Miss Cleveland. I'll go ahead and dump this in here.
Okay. I'm telling you, this is if you got sinus trouble, here's the remedy right here.
Yeah, that'll help you out right there. I can smell it too. All right, let's see what you're looking like right here.
Oh yeah, that's well.
See there? See, it don't take it long. See how that's falling apart?
Yeah.
It don't take this long at all. It don't take it long. So we're gonna be able to bring this right on together. Because what we're getting ready to do now. We can give this just a couple more seconds right there.
Looks good.
It's gonna be good. But I can't smell nothing. I want to get this started right here before we have to go to break, and we're gonna put it all together. Make sure you keep that cut up right there, Tina. That
what?
One. That one right there. Make sure
this one?
Yeah. Leave that up just like that. So we want to drop this and these onions.
This book gonna be smelling good right here.
Yep. We'll go ahead and do that right there. We just want to cook that down. Just keep that moving. And it's going to create a little stuff on the bottom. And then you could even put a little bit of, you could put a little oil in here with that butter. You just want to cook that down just a little bit. And then we're going to start putting our other stuff back in.
Well, now we got to contend with strong onions.
Yeah, I know it. The last few of those onions we've gotten.
You're killing me.
The last few of those have been very strong. I mean, they have been very, very strong. Is the onions getting you now?
Look at it.
Is it the onions
I'm
or is
getting a
it me?
full clean out today.
Yeah, just keep them moving. Like I say, I want to get this part of it done before we go to break, and then we can put it all together after the break. You like it? You like it? I love it. You put about, just keep stirring. Want you to keep on stirring. All right, we put our onions and our garlic. Like I say, if you want to cook those down more, you can. But I don't like mine real done, because I want a little bit of a texture in this soup. So now this is going to form a sure enough paste. So just keep moving that. And as soon as you get all that flour kind of incorporated in that, and you know it's not white, and we cook that flour taste off of it just for that much right there, and then we're going to be ready to start. If you still got that turned up, let's see.
Yeah, hand me a little spoon over there.
One?
Yeah, right there. If there's one in there.
What about something like this, or?
No.
You want a flat?
I want this right here.
Okay. This flat right here might be better.
I just want something I can get.
That flat might do it. Let's go ahead and dump this. We'll go ahead and this costs for 4 cups. I'm gonna put about half of it, and then we're gonna keep on stirring. We got just a couple minutes, Tina, before we go to break, and then when we come back and break, we're gonna dump all this, and we're gonna put it all together. While you giving the verse of the day, we'll give a tip right quick in the verse, and we'll be putting all this together.
Why don't you go ahead and do the tip?
Well, yeah, I could go ahead and do the tip. Well, but I done gave you one about putting.
Yeah, that's a good one. Tell them again, just so
yeah, just put the strainer on your pot. You know, instead of putting your pasta strainer in the sink and dumping it in there, just put it upside down over it and dump the whole pot, and then you just kind of keep everything in the pot. Just let that come up to let it come on up to a little bit of a boil, and then you can turn it back down. Because you're putting this cooler liquid in there, of course, it's going to cool it off. I'm going to cut this chicken up in just a second. Like I say, I want to get this part done. Like I say, we're getting ready to go to break. We done added the onions, the garlic. We put the flour in there and made just a little bit of a roux. We put the chicken broth, and as soon as this comes up, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. As soon as that comes on up, we got 2 cups of heavy cream, and I'm going to put about maybe a cup of regular milk, and then the Parmesan and the spinach will be the last thing to go in after we add everything else. But it's all gonna dump and come together here in just a few minutes. So, Tina, I think it's gonna be good.
I'm waiting.
What do you think?
I'm waiting.
You said you thought it was gonna be good.
I think it
You
is.
just bring that on up to a boil up. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna dump all this together right here on the master's table. All right, welcome back to the master's table. I told you we was going to be back. Tina got this boiling. Once she got the chicken broth brought up, you know, onions and garlic, the little bit of flour, the seasoned flour to make the little bit of a roux base, and then we added the heavy cream and the milk. Now what I'm going to do is start dumping all of our ingredients. I've got it to a boil, got it right where I want it. So I'm going to start with the sausage. Remember the sausage that we started out with, that andouille sausage? And I'm going to go ahead and dump the chicken. Tina's almost ready to give you this. I mean, she is ready, but I wanted to dump this and let this be coming on back up to temp while she's giving you this verse. But I'm putting all the chicken that we've done, that I got everybody in here sneezing with. So, let's see, all that stuff's going to come together in here. Got that. Remember our pasta we had boiling? This was about half, maybe 3/4 of a bowl. I mean, you know, give or take a little bit. It was somewhere along in there. And then we get that going, and as soon as we get this heated up just a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and put. Tina don't like the grass, but I'm gonna put about. It's gonna cook down to nothing. I'm gonna put about. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. All right, Tina, go ahead and give us that verse of the day. We don't want to miss the word, so go right ahead.
Nope. And I could talk about this forever, but for time's sake, I'm going to read the verse pretty quick. You know it, I'm sure. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here. Once you accept Christ into your life and let him be the Lord of your life, You're not going to want to do the things that you used to do, and it's not an overnight thing. You'll know when you get saved, but you are a new creation. So put the old things away and start a new life with God.
You don't
I
want
could
to
go
live
on
that
and on
way,
and on
yeah.
about that, but
You know, and people ask you all the time, how do you do this and how do that? You don't have to worry about anything because, you just yield your life.
Yep.
And you're going to change. You're going to change. Thank
Yep.
God for the change in my life.
Yep.
Okay, Tina. Now, I've got everything in here. I went ahead and put the grass in there that you don't like. I put about 2 cups of spinach. And only thing we got left is this 2 cups of Parmesan cheese. What I want you to do, when you bring this back up to heat, because we're just going to get out of here. We can get the heat back going. We're just going to add about that much, and we're going to stir it in. And this is the only thing you got to remember, because we're getting ready to have to get out of here. When this cheese melts, if you want this a little bit thinner, this is going to be where you're going to balance it out to how thick or how thin you want the soup. You can add some more milk if you want to. Look, here it is. There it is, Tina.
if you try it, let us know if you like it.
Come back
Otherwise,
next week.
We'll
Right
see
here
you.
on the master's table
God
and eat
bless
some
you.
soup.